Okay.
See you live? Yes, I can see it. So if you drop Streamlabs on your other monitor...
I have one monitor.
Okay, fair enough. I just didn't have YouTube up last time. I had the Streamlabs screen up on my second monitor. So if you drop Streamlabs on
Testing,
your other
testing, testing.
monitor... Okay, fair enough. Didn't hear you then. I just didn't have YouTube up last time. I had
Testing,
the
testing. Oh, you're
Streamlabs
right.
screen up on my second monitor. Was there a thing to change the audio? I can't remember.
Testing.
Didn't hear you then. You might need to tab out and see if there was a audio capture setting. I can't remember.
Testing, testing, testing.
Was there a thing to change the
Mike.
audio?
Oh no, I'm here.
You can hear you? You might need to tab out and see if
Unless it
there
was from your end.
audio capture setting. I can't remember. I'm only hearing me on your playback. Oh, there you are. There you are.
I'm here. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Let me turn myself
Cool.
up a little bit because I think you're a little louder than me. Hello, White Abaddon. Welcome.
Welcome, White.
Please bear with. We are learning the ways of the Streamlab. Okay. Yeah. Well, we better get in this match because it's 13 out of 16.
Okay, you join. I will do all these bits.
Okay, how do I get rid of this overlay now?
So you need to do the hotkey for playing.
Is that starting? No. Let's see here.
Well, yeah, all you should need to do is just the Control Alt.
0.
No, 0. Yeah.
See if that works.
Have you done it?
We shall see in a moment because there's a delay.
It's not shifting over.
Why are my hotkeys not working?
Did you not have a trial run?
Nope. Let's see.
Do you want me to just do it and you have a play?
Let's see here. Maybe I can do it.
There shouldn't be anything special to it.
Hotkeys. Oh, there it is. Okay. Weird.
What happened? What was wrong there?
I have no idea.
Oh no, you manually changed there, didn't you?
Oh. I guess I
You've
did.
manually changed it, yeah.
Well, whatever.
It just means everybody's seeing what you're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Well, you just crack on then. I shall get sharing. And you need to have a play around with that at some point.
Yes, I do.
I just had a mess around on AVP Classic, just trying to work it out. White Band says it's nice to see that the layout of the Alien book covers is becoming more consistent. If there's one thing us book collectors adore, it's consistent designs, especially on the spines. Yeah. Drives me crazy when they all start to look different as well. Finished Vasquez yesterday.
Yeah, you weren't a big fan.
Yeah, I was not a big fan.
Oof. Yes, so welcome to the stream, to those who have joined. We are in the process of transitioning from Shadowplay to Streamlabs. So thanks
Your
for...
hotkeys aren't working.
Yeah, I need to see what's going on with my hotkeys, but thanks for bearing with us. We're also a little bit later getting going than usual because we are trying to get AVP2 co-op working, which is a recently released mod.
Which we couldn't find, we couldn't get working.
But we got close. We almost got it working. Oh, how do I switch to my knife? How do I switch to my knife? No, that's not what I want to do.
0? Or is it 1?
I thought it was V. Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Oh, it is
old-fashioned,
1.
Adam.
Okay, I'm dead. Whoopsie. Oh, no. You hopping in here?
Yeah, I'm still whoring us out, just bear with. Doing that old disgusting chestnut. Yeah, fuck it, that can do.
Jeez, I took out that mech quickly. It seems like there's a bit more of a delay with Streamlabs than there is with Shadowplay. Maybe because it's directly from the card with Shadowplay.
It's funny because if you have the labs open itself, you don't see a delay.
Yeah. No, it's just on YouTube.
The White Band says the thing that really gets my blood boiling is the inconsistent book sizes. 2 of the books are the mass marketed. You see, White, they've done them all. They've actually done them all. As in, they'll all be in the big format now.
The big hardcover format?
No, the big soft cover format. Some of them are coming out as hardback initially, but then they're getting the softback covers, like Pat Gadigan's.
Oh.
Ooh. Pat Gadigan's Alien 3 was a hardcover. Oh, pee off. But that's just come out in. That's just come out in softback. Same for Into Charybdis. We will have to get that co-op working though.
Yeah, we definitely will.
I forgot who asked for this last time. Was it Joe?
You got me.
I think it was Joe, yeah. White Band says, I have hope I can find them in stores. I need a new copy of River of Pain and the Cold Forge.
Jeez.
Yeah, I have the softback of Gibson's Alien 3 coming. Lee ended up with an extra one and he's sending me his extra. Although I will buy Charybdis as well. I just hate getting books from bookshops because they're always damaged.
No, it's not like
me right up.
Never damaged from Amazon when you get them.
Never as bad though, is what I've found. Too many people handling them and putting them back and not caring. I think I'm gonna have a reread of Into Charybdis at some point soon though. Have you started on the memoirs yet?
Nope. I'll get it done this week.
I started reading that again.
Damn.
I think with that one, it's important you remember it is some guy's memoirs as well.
And read it as such. This is someone's personal story as it relates to Predator.
Yeah. It is not an analytical essay. Certainly interesting. I mean, I had no idea what I was expecting.
I love how gory this game is.
The age of what was it called? Gibbing.
Yeah,
Gibbing.
yeah. Thanks to Quake. Yeah, this is that old.
That was Arena, wasn't
gore.
it?
Yeah, Quake 3 Arena. That was the first video game that made me feel like an edgy teen. I was playing Quake 3 Arena. Oh. Oh yeah, I just killed a Predalien and a Praetorian. Kane Devo, welcome to the stream. Sorry, go ahead with Sizzy and then I'll pick back up.
Sizzy says, I love hardcovers, but they take up so much space on the shelves and are not easy to take in a backpack. I hate hardcovers. I have to take the dust jacket off of all of them because I'm too concerned about damaging them. Wireban says reread Into Charybdis. Reread Into Charybdis when I got the paperback. It's still amazing. Damn right it is. I've read it a couple of times myself. I'm very much ready for a reread though, especially after this year Titans had. I think about 50% of them I did not like this year.
I'm on fire.
So, Kane Devo says, what is your favourite comic then, lads? Alien comic.
Go
on, Adam, I'll let you start.
It's so hard to pick a favorite. If we're talking the originals, probably Nightmare Asylum. There's a lot of new ones.
From whenever you want.
I've liked, like, Dust to Dust, I thought was really good. What else? I love Fast Track to Heaven, I just wish it was longer. I'm probably going to have to go with Nightmare Asylum. Like, I think to me that was one of the first ones that really got me.
Why Nightmare Asylum then?
I just thought it was so bleak in terms of... Also, it kind of showed the whole, like, trying to use the aliens as weapons. And how...
For the first time?
Yeah, in the comics. I just love the art style. The art style is so good.
Yeah, I mean, Denny Bouvet did an absolute phenomenal job on that one. It looked like a movie. It looked cinematic. It looked brilliant.
And it was actually kind of creepy and scary for a comic, you know, just how dark it was compared to the first Aliens run.
Yeah, it seems needless to say, but you know, I preferred Denny Bouvet's style over Mark Nelson's. But then again, I prefer Denny Bouvet's style over pretty much many of the artists.
Yeah.
I mean, Kane Devo brings up a good one here. You know, Labyrinth was the first one they ever read, so it's got a little place in their heart. But like you said, there's so many to choose from. Like, Labyrinth is a phenomenal comic, and that artist, Gillian Plunkett, you know, that is a fantastic shout as well, for one of Aliens' best artists. And Tristan Jones, you know, has a style that's very reminiscent of Killian's, which I think was what a lot of us... or is it Cillian? It's with a K.
How do you change your name with the text in here?
So it is square brackets, name.
You mean triangle brackets?
Nope, square bracket. Oh, yeah, triangle. No, it's square brackets.
Are you
Is it
sure?
square? Okay, try it with triangle.
Okay.
I've always really liked Labyrinth as well. I think the book's a lot clearer on what it was that Labyrinth... not Labyrinth, being an idiot. That Dr. Church was doing than the comic was, because it's a bit abrupt and random in the comic, I think. I think S.D. Perry did a better job of making it much clearer.
Ah.
But yeah, man, that is one of the best as well. Would it be my favourite though? I don't think it would be my favourite. It's like you said, there's far too many to choose, and like the films, it depends on what mood I'm in. But Nightmare Asylum is definitely one of the best. Labyrinth is one of the best.
They're doing this thing again where there's a predator just hiding out, netting us into the lab.
Nice. Apocalypse Destroying Angels. That's easily one of my favourites.
Oh yeah, yeah. You reminded me of that one. That one's great as well.
I have a huge soft spot for one of the short comics called Elder Gods, which is like a very obvious tribute to Lovecraft. Everything about it is basically just referencing Lovecraft stories and fellow authors and characters and stuff like that. It's this lovely black and white short that I'm very fond of. And there's so many good shorts as well as mainline series.
Sorry everyone who's getting bored with the sniper rifle. I know I love to use it. So I will try some other weaponry.
You ever really used to play the other species in this?
Yeah. It feels like we usually start with Marine now, but yeah, we should switch it up.
I generally used to play Marine and Alien.
It's so hard to get out of the nets in this one. You have to do like 3 knife
You have to go
swipes.
to the knife. Yeah. I know, dude. GR says I miss those days. The days of AVP2.
The days should come again. This game should be re-released, remastered, whatever.
Just give me a new one. It's fine.
Ow. I ran right into that.
I was always really fond of this map as well.
Woohoo!
Oh, that was you.
Yep. Oh, hello.
Hello.
You're Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson was always my preferred character.
Oh, behind us.
She's supposed to be Scottish. I can't remember.
She sounded British to me. Flight skill.
You.
Oh no, it's Rykov.
Right, he's just going to net me again. No, it didn't. It didn't net me. The amount of hours that I put into this game. Did you ever used to get the skin, download the skins?
I did not.
Oh, I had so much fun. I had so much fun just downloading random ass skins from AVP2 files. Or random maps and just having a walk around all these custom maps. That was the one thing I never really got much of when I used to play it in the teens, you know. There was never many people seemingly playing the customs.
That would be something they could do with the re-release if they added extra customization to the species, especially if it was remastered. I think you
mean like they sort of did? Well, no, like they do in Fireteam.
yeah,
Yeah.
but with the aliens too, and the predators.
Well, I'm sure if they did a modern version, they would have to do that. It would be expected. Kane Devo says, what are your thoughts about Neil Blomkamp's Alien 5? Should they have got that one on the big screen? I would have loved to have seen a continuation of the story with Newt and Corporal Hicks still in it. Oh, you'll set Adam off now.
Yes, to me, I would have liked to have seen that. Just because I feel like that would have made the Alien franchise more like the comics, where it's just multiple continuities instead of just one. But I don't know, maybe that opens up a new can of worms.
It does. I did
Maybe
not
that,
want...
maybe that turns us into the Terminator franchise. But,
Thing is, as far as Fox was concerned, they already had one anyway, because the AVPs were separate.
that's true. So, yeah, there already is one, because the AVPs were canon until Prometheus. As far as we know. Like, they had never said they weren't
considers
canon
them separate.
before Prometheus.
To be fair, they haven't exactly said it's canon. It's not canon, but this is what we know from the franchise coordinators and stuff like that.
Woohoo. He should be canon. Hashtag not my Wayland.
It's funny, I've softened up so much to the first AVP over the years.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it.
I know you've always liked it, but...
Rykov's coming at me with a knife. Hopefully he brought a knife to a gunfight.
Personally, I'm glad we didn't get Blomkamp's thing, though. You know, as much as I would have liked to have seen Michael Biehn back...
It's
as
Sigourney
Hicks,
Weaver, dude. I just love Neil Blomkamp's sci-fi style. Like, I really dug Elysium. I really dug District 9. So to see what he would have done in the Alien universe, even if the story would have been batshit crazy, just to have Michael Biehn and Sigourney Weaver back, like, it would have been so cool.
And I say this as somebody who absolutely fucking adored Chappie. I do not want... I did not want it for the sake of it.
What about all that concept art, though? That all looked really good, man. The Queen and that giant underground, like, garden area, like, that looked so visually interesting.
It looked interesting, but, I mean, what we know of that film, I'm so glad it never happened. You know? It would have just been... It would have just been madness.
It did have some wild ideas, that's for sure.
And I'm kind of bored of all the mutant aliens and stuff like that.
Me too. That's what I hope Fidei's movie is, just back to basics. Like, can we just get a regular ass alien again? And it kind of feels that way with Predator as well. I mean, Prey, they didn't make it part of the story, so I didn't mind it really. In fact, I thought it was kind of interesting. But if they do another Predator movie, it's like, can we just get a regular ass Predator?
Here's something. Dino Do GR says I would really like that movie by Blomkamp. I just don't like the whole developing tech from Xenos and wearing Xenos armor camouflage thing from the concept art. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's kind of like the old Ajax thing, right? From Kenner.
Yes.
So it's.
But I think
it depends on how it would be handled, you know.
You see, that's something I actually find interesting because it's one of the lines from Resurrection that I wish the expanded universe would have explored more, and that was, you know, the other uses for the aliens. And it's something I do get excited about when the EU does start to play with it. So, obviously, execution, it would have been very dependent on the execution and the costuming and stuff. But just the idea of the narrative exploring something other than let's just turn them into, you know, attack dogs.
They got a queen in here.
Is very interesting to me. And I do have a huge soft spot for the Ajax figure. I was looking at them the other day on eBay actually for a sealed one. The Kenner stuff's actually gone up in value a lot lately. About 30 quid for a sealed one.
Ow.
You have much Kenner stuff.
I do. I have most of them. There was a number I missed, like the Killer Crab Alien or whatever. I don't think I was ever inspired to get that one, but yeah, I had a bunch. I had like the Night Cougar Alien, the Bull Alien, Mantis. I think Flying Queen was my first. The Hive Wars, the blue one, which I really liked.
Yeah, the very sort of translucent-y, pale bluey one.
It wasn't translucent.
Am I thinking of a different one?
You might be thinking of a different one, because there is a translucent blue one that was just like the Big Chop one. But the Hive Wars one had the ridged head. Move this chat so I can see it better. Oh.
See, my first one was the Bull Alien. And I still have him in my display cabinet right next to me.
Nice.
I'm waiting for NECA to do their take on the Bull Alien. I've been waiting for it since they started doing them, announcing them.
We'll have to see.
I don't think I brought him. Oh no, I did buy some of them. I brought the Mantis, but it doesn't stand up. And the Scorpion. I brought NECA's Scorpion.
Carnage going on here by this lead pool.
King Devo says. Oh wait, no, I need to go up. Eric Demand says, I wish I had the nerve to play these games. Resident Evil, Silent Hill, no problem, but for some reason this franchise goes straight to the core of me. Heart racing, sweating, and all. I don't think the older games quite have the same punch anymore. You know, once upon a time, AVP Classic used to terrify the hell out of me. So did Alien Trilogy, but not these days.
Sizzy Bubbles says, I like Blomkamp, but don't want yet another dystopian cyberpunk commentary movie, but in the Alien franchise. Well, we might be getting that with some other stuff coming anyway. But yeah, Blomkamp did feel a little formulaic, where it's like, can we not have a movie set in a slum for once? Like...
Oh, did you like Chappie? I know not many people did, but I absolutely adored that film.
I didn't really, not compared to District 9 and Elysium. I mean, I thought it was okay. It was watchable.
I didn't like Elysium.
And then he made a horror movie during the pandemic called Demonic, which was fun, but it was kind of weak. But I mean,
I've not seen that one.
Yeah, it's super low budget. It's worth watching, but it's pretty weak. Everything he did with Oats Studios was
yeah, that was
awesome,
brilliant.
Though, so
the one that he did with Dakota Fannings, and I think she could have been nuked in his take.
yeah. Squip, welcome back,
fine.
Squip. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Squip asks, do we know when Feral is coming out from NECA? We do not. I would think they'd want to get that out before the holiday, but knowing NECA, we'll probably see it in 2 years.
And then it'll take me another year to see it. Freight shipping over here is ridiculous at the minute.
I'm still wondering what happened to those 112 Mezco figures that were supposed to come out like a year and a half ago at this point. I still have those on pre-order.
Are they the $100 ones?
Yeah, but they're worth it.
Do you own some of their other stuff?
Nope. But I looked at
those were the
reviews
ones you
from
saw
some
in
of their other
person,
stuff.
weren't you?
Yeah, I saw those at Comic-Con. Wait,
I was
Abaddon
tempted
says...
with-
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, there was some other expensive ones, wasn't there, a couple of years back? SH Arts, maybe?
SH Monster Arts.
Yeah, they're like 100
Yeah,
quid ones.
they weren't quite that much. I think they were like 70. GG, guys. How do I switch? F1? How do you switch species?
No.
F4. No?
You'll find out. Find out. King Devo says, I hate that they made David, the creator of the aliens, in Covenant 2. I hope they do sort that out in Awakening, if that's ever going ahead. Man, I miss Alien and Aliens movies so bad. Yeah,
well, they sorted
hope
it out in the
that,
novelization.
Yeah, just take ADF's version. It's the cleanest. David didn't create the aliens; he recreated them. Is what ADF says. It's not what Ridley Scott thinks, but
Ooh, this map. I like this map a lot. I gotta.
you know, I did a big piece on that whole controversy because it's one of those arguments we always used to see crop up. And there was some interesting stuff to be had in it.
All right, we gotta
be
change
honest.
species.
To toot my own horn, I do
There we go.
recommend going and giving that a watch.
I think I'll be a drone.
Say again?
I'm gonna be a drone.
Oh, okay.
Go alien.
White Baden says, in terms of the Kenner figures, they have 3 Bulbor and Night Cougar. Sadly, the Night Cougar doesn't have the missile accessories. Was it the Panther that there was the white one, and the Night Cougar was just the black version of it?
Yes. Panther was kind of like cream tone.
Yeah.
Sizzy Bubble says, cue me buying a bunch of Prey merch released on the holidays instead of gifts. Yeah, where's the Prey merch at? There needs to be more.
Yeah, they really could be capitalising on this. King Dever says the Flying Queen was always their favourite from Kenner, and that snake one.
Oh, I have the snake one too. I love how it had the little lever, and you could have its like fangs.
I don't think I ever
Spiked.
had that one. Oh, I had the AVP2 pack as well.
Candy Krugen says, "Oh yeah, as did I. That was a really good one." Candy Krugen.
Did you get the Kenner relaunch of that?
Yeah, I believe so. You mean from NECA?
Yeah, sorry, NECA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always like that pack.
Let's see. Candy Kurgan just finished Vasquez. Not impressed by the underlying woke agenda. Oh boy. Not enough alien action. Found the secret lab. Was very underdeveloped. Very disappointed. Yeah, Aaron did not like that one either, as he spoke to when we started streaming.
Yeah. The politics got a little heavy-handed. And I very quickly lost interest after the backstory with Jeanette Vasquez. But to be honest, my main issues with it was just it never felt like an Alien book, really. There was the occasional name drop, obviously there was Vasquez throughout. You had a Yutani character, you had a Vickers character. Kramer and Grant got name dropped at some point. But it just always felt like a contemporary drama, and I very quickly lost interest. I found the last third of it a slog.
Oh my... This Predator loves to use his net. He's like a net griefer. Oh, here he goes again.
I never really liked the net in this game because you never...
That's right, bitch. 13 Gallows Lane says, my favorite game of all time. This is probably up there for me.
Mm-hmm.
As well. Ah, you and your net! Mm! How many nuts do you have? Yeah, that's right. I guess that's all you have.
Adam raging.
Wait, is it shift? Shift is wall crawl. Okay, that's right.
So Sizzy says, I remember Aaron saying they got weird with the aliens again, which I don't like either. So that didn't really amount to anything. A lot of the last quarter or so of the book felt like set up for the continuing adventures of Leticia Vasquez, and that kind of stuff was all left hanging over the end. But yeah, it was very stupid visual from what I remember. Jared Griffin says, I haven't heard anything on Alien Dark Descent. I'm still confused on the concept. I'm still hopeful that a true isolation sequel may happen. Yes, been a little radio silent on Dark Descent and on the other one that's developers I've now forgotten.
Servios.
Yeah.
Well, typically...
The VR one.
Yeah, that's the Servios one. I mean, we have the Game Awards coming up next month, so if we're lucky, we could get something there, a new trailer or something. Other than that, we'll probably hear about them early next year, I would imagine. I'm going to try and go to E3 again and report on those if they're there. Mike's Monsters, welcome! Mike says, oh, the memories with this game. Yeah, we had our memories with this game, that's for sure. This game birthed AVP Galaxy. As weird as that sounds.
It certainly did. Darkness in his demo. I killed us both there.
Lucy, welcome to the stream. Sick 2 weeks in a row, so angry about it. Just feel like I am in a net myself, to be honest. Well, sorry about that. Hope you get on the mend quickly. But thanks for joining us today on the stream.
We've got Kradan as well. Welcome, folk. But yeah, I mean, to go back to Dark Descent, the concept is something I'm actually really excited about. This kind of persistent world with the sanity mechanic and stuff like that. I think that's massively interesting.
Well, sometimes sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't believe it's a particularly unique concept, because I'm sure some of the other games have... not the Alien games, sorry, but like other games use that kind of mechanic.
Yeah, the like semi-turn-based isometric kind of thing. And that's one of the reasons I'm excited about it, is because I have a number of gamer friends that they like Alien, but they're obviously not as into it as my Alien fan friends. But they do play a lot of those kinds of games, like Path of Exile, like XCOM. So to see an Alien game more in that format, it'd be interesting to see if they get into it. It also reminded me of the Descent, or the Ascent. Is it the Ascent? I think it's the Ascent, yeah.
Can't say I recognise that one.
A very cool cyberpunky kind of isometric action game, I guess. 13 Gallows Lane. Fireteam made me sad, beautiful environments, but boring gameplay. I can't say I agree with that one. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, my problem with both Hunting Grounds and Fireteam, to be honest, was I had so much fun with the actual gameplay, but just found it so lacking in terms of content. But then again, I just have to wonder if there's just too much fighting for my attention these days. You know, it's not like this game ever received massive content updates, but
Little camper.
You know, fans would create some bits and pieces for it, which was a huge appeal of this for a lot of us, but I had so much fun with Fireteam and Hunting Grounds until it just got bleh.
I still love both of them. I just hope Hunting Grounds isn't dead completely.
I think it's done with. I think IllFonic have washed their hands of it. Which is a huge shame. Because that had some real potential. Schwip says, I remember all the clans that started on Primal Hunt. Are those still a thing? Were you ever in any clans back in the day?
I think I have a memory of, and this is going to sound kind of pompous, I have a memory of trying out for one and just wasting them all and being like, nah, I'm good, guys. But that was when I was really good.
Do you remember how serious we used to take clans back when we were kids, though?
Yeah.
I was never good enough, so I started my own with some mates. It's hilarious. The acronym's hilarious now because of how close it sounds to something else. But we were the Bug Stomping Marine Division.
Nice. Did we play this one together much, or did we not really get into it until AVP 2010? I think that's what.
I don't think we were really friends until 2010.
But we went back and played this after that.
I don't remember.
Quite a bit. Oh.
I remember getting having like training sessions and stuff like that. Gradan wants to know what's your favourite Saw film.
Ooh. Gradan, do you know I'm a Saw fan? Not many people know that. I don't think you can beat the original. The original's really good. 6 is one of my favorites because they get rid of all the sleazy healthcare insurance guys that we have to deal with over here in the States. Yeah, I did like 3 a lot. I did like 3 and 6 a lot. The newer ones, Jigsaw as well as Spiral, I thought were not great. But they're making a 10th film now, I guess, so we'll see how that turns out. I have...
yeah, I thought they were done with it, but...
Oh, they're never done with it. I can't wait for Saw in space, man.
Jigsaw with some nanites.
But, yeah, I have a tradition with a friend of mine, Jeff, and we've seen every Saw movie in theaters since Saw 2 back in 2005. So, and that was the first movie we saw with movie theaters kind of opening again was, was Spiral. Or not, yeah, Spiral. Yeah, it was Spiral. Because that
Mikey
was
says you talk about Saw all the time on the stream.
Do I?
I can't say I'd ever noticed it, but I would just assume you would be a fan of Saw. Kane says, how long will you have this stream on for, boys? Probably another hour and a bit. We tend to do 2 hours. Mikey says, love Hunting Grounds and Fireteam Elite, but they do hit a point where they get to be too much of the same thing over and over again. Not enough content or variety. Yeah, that's where I agree with you, mate.
Yeah, and it does make me long. I mean, I'm super grateful we got those multiplayer experiences because we've never had a co-op horde shooter. You know what? I'm gonna check my graphics settings. Something's up. Something's up here. Detailed best? No, we're all good. Huh.
Apparently, I shamed you about liking Saw. I don't remember this, but
Did you?
I can't say I was ever really a fan of them, but that's just because I don't really like extended gore torture porn. I was watching Cabinet of Curiosities.
Oh yeah, I still need to see the short by the guy who directed Mandy and Beyond the Black Rainbow. Did one of the shorts of those, so I've been meaning to check it out.
I've just been going through it not chronologically, in order. And the one we watched last night was The Autopsy, and it was really good. Really enjoyed it, but there were some very extended sequences of organs and rib cages being removed that I very much had to look away from quite frequently.
Quarantine again? Okay, Auriga, that's more like it.
That was always a good map as well. I always liked Leadworks and Auriga.
Lucy says, so wish we had a Dead Space style Alien video game. Oh well. I mean, Isolation, kind of, but if you mean third person survival horror, yeah, that would be cool. I do feel like Alien needs more proper survival horror games.
That's what Isolation started out as. But they were just like,
yeah.
It's just scarier being first person, and I'm so glad they made that decision.
But I'm also a big Dead Space fan. I guess they did make Dead Space first person if you count Extraction. But that was a light gun game, so not quite. Oh, what is going on here? Huh. Okay.
We stuck.
Yeah. Maybe the server is having itself a hiccup or something.
That's playing through fine for me. Sizzy Bubble says we know where all the aliens in Fireteam come from throughout the levels, like Ridgetop just waits in front of vents and shoot them. Yeah. You know, that's so 2000s learning the spawn points, isn't it? I mean, that's something where AVP Classic was actually reasonably advanced, because that had a lot of the aliens would spawn and then find you. I mean, of course, there was some spawn points and everything, but you know, that kind of element's something I very much like. As one of the really strong things about Classic. Mikey says Leadworks was his favourite map.
Auriga's one of my favorites. There's another one that has like this illuminated pool that's like a really small map, but it was a very
yes,
had great atmosphere. That
can't think what that one's called. There was a colony one as well, which I quite liked, with the hived up sections. But you know me, I'm a sucker for hive scenery.
Are you still Alien?
No, I've been Marine for ages.
Oh, you never went Alien?
No, I never went Alien. I liked getting the chance to shoot you. You know what friends are like.
But yeah, if they did a remaster of this, I would like it if if you're playing as a Predalien and you get the queen molting, you turn it into a Predalien queen. That would be pretty cool.
You got me.
Oh, that was you? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Got you back.
No,
Because that was a really cool aspect of Extinction. I need to play through Extinction again.
You know, that was never one I really played much of. Concrete Jungle either, because it kind of came during the time when I was having a little lull in my fan love.
Are people just chilling up here, or what?
I think everybody's trying to get to the bay. Lucy says, did you see Alec Gillis being interviewed on Callisto Protocol?
Yeah. Yeah.
You watched that little short, yeah. Not long until that's out, is it?
December, so next month. And then Dead Space Remake is January, so right after that.
I am looking forward to those. Yeah, this is never going to get re-released or remastered.
Don't say that.
It's not. You need to accept this. It's alright, we've got 2 new Alien games soon. It's going to be fine. I was thinking about Blackout the other day. I haven't played that for a little while.
Yeah, Blackout's cool.
I had so much fun with that game. It did not get... People didn't give it enough of a chance.
Oh, damn it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Ah, no. Then your clan mate got... Hive mate got me.
Squip says, playing Overwatch on my other monitor, and every time I hear an alien noise, I keep looking around in the game. I can't say I've played the Overwatch ones myself, but I know they're super popular.
I played the first one, but that was one I got quickly bored of. I think I just have a short attention span for games these days. But Battlefield's won me back. Halo's won me back.
Oh yeah, I need to try the new Halo Winter update with you.
I've just been replaying. Them.
Well, is co-op for Infinite out of beta? Is that just like fully playable now?
I do not know. I believe it was in the.
Haha, gotcha.
It was in the update.
Goodbye.
Redan says
Oh, yeah.
they're going. Yep. So thank you for the latest podcast. Always happy to see a new episode drop. Have a good stream. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We
Indeed.
will try and get
See you on the boards.
try and get the co-op working for this one. It'd be so cool to play through this single-player co-op.
Yeah. It's a cool mod. It's just a shame we can't see the servers. We'll have to try and find out a bit more about them. So yeah, Lucy says the co-op's in it now. It's so funny. Because I basically replayed 3, 4, and 5, and I started Infinite while I had that week off. And the missus became quite endeared with the grunts, or the little guys as she likes to call them.
Oh, there we go.
Bless her.
Yeah, the grunts are
And then we went and played through Fireteam Raven at an arcade.
Oh.
And she was like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to kill the little guys."
Killed my queen. There we go.
Oh, damn it.
Gotcha.
Oh, go away. Was just killed by a Volkswagen Golf.
Still no robot voices or anything, anybody? We sound okay?
It was just a shadow play thing. Ah!
Hee 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 hee.
Have you ever played through Extinction on the actual machine? Not Extinction, Extermination.
Yeah. On an arcade? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that quite a bit when it first came out.
Did you actually have one local?
Uh-huh. Yeah. There were a few around me. And there still is with Armageddon. Well,
I don't
different,
like
but-
Armageddon. It annoys me so much. It's like the Alien Vasquez of arcade games.
We are due for a new Aliens arcade. That's for sure.
But I had so much fun with Extermination as well. But that was I never got to play that in person until I was on holiday in where was that? Turkey, I think it was.
Turkey? You went to Turkey?
Yeah, I think I went to Turkey for like my 21st or something like that. I can't quite remember. No, 20th.
How was that?
And yeah, we're alright. Bearing in mind, when I go on holiday, I mostly just go for the food and to sit and read by
Was
a
it
pool.
Istanbul?
I can't remember. But it's not really the point of the story. It was more I had to fly across the world to finally play the Aliens arcade game.
I'm surprised
But-
you guys don't have too many arcades in the UK. They've kind of been making a comeback here in the States. We have some big ones again.
They have them, but you generally find them in like the seaside holiday touristy places like Skegness and that. I mean, they have a Extermination in Skegness. They had an Armageddon in Skegness as well. Because I think a couple of years ago when we went away, I was like, right, I'm going to this arcade. I'm going to spend an hour here and play through the game again. Never did get to play Alien 3 The Gun though.
Oh, it was so good. I'm so glad I got to play that in person with Mike's Monsters not too long ago. Yeah, and it worked fine like it was brand new.
Was this at an arcade near Mikey?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have to send him back to get some set up a camera.
Oh, we got plenty of footage. I just need to fucking do it. Like, just been busy.
Did you actually
but
record a full playthrough?
not a full playthrough, no, but we have enough footage to make a video for sure. White Abaddon says, hopefully Enemy of My Enemy is going to be good. I agree. Titan.
Indeed. You haven't even read... Oh, no, you did.
What?
I was going to say, you haven't even read Colony War yet, but yes,
Yes,
you
I
have.
did.
I know you did.
Um,
Yeah, I hope it's good too.
What are these guys doing here? I'm just gonna kill you both if you're not gonna play. Yeah, I'm wondering about Titan just like I'm wondering about NECA because they, no new announcements for 2023, and that's kind of unusual, you know?
They're probably sick of us all just trashing the books lately.
So I wonder if Disney would
Yeah.
move it to a different publisher since Titan's had it for so long. Maybe they want to move to their own. I don't know.
They have their own... Do they own their own?
I think
I
they
can't
do.
remember
I
now.
think they have a new adult book publishing arm, so there has been some question as to whether or not it would shift to that.
I would say it's disappointment, but after this year, I'm not sure how opposed to the idea I would
You
be.
think Titans dropped the ball a little bit?
This year, definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been some...
What about the anthologies?
Yeah, those and Infernos have been the only books I've enjoyed this year. I mean, I don't think in general what they've done has been bad. Like the early stuff, you know, there was some... It was good of in spite ofs, you know, like the original trilogy. And then the Rage War was very much a different thing. Bug Hunt stunk. but most of what they've done's been good. You know, Cold Forge is brilliant. Prototype was solid. Phalanx is brilliant.
And let's not forget all their like behind the scenes books have been really good, and art books, and we still don't know what's going on with Predator: The Archive.
And then we've got the new encyclopedia coming as well.
Oh, that's right. So that'll be the first non-novel one in a while, huh?
Yeah, because they didn't do anything for Prey, did they? The last non-novel stuff was the Predator.
Lucy says, if no more NECA, who do you want to see pick up the license? Logically,
Not Hasbro.
I think it would go to McFarlane, because they have history, and 20th Century Studios is working with them on Avatar. So it makes sense for me just from a business relationship standpoint. I have checked out some of the new Avatar figures, and they're good. The only thing I'm not super crazy about is the human facial detail on some of the McFarlane stuff now is not the best. So they've been making kind of a comeback as a company. Like, they're doing quite a bit now. They had a weird lull period where all they did was like small-scale Walking Dead and Halo figures for like years and years. But they've diversified.
Yeah, the Halo
again.
stuff was great.
Oh yeah, did you get some of those or no?
Yeah, I did. I don't like the new company doing it. I was, you know, because I've been on a bit of a Halo bender lately. I was looking to pick up some stuff, but everything I was seeing in person, I just did not like. I forget who the name of the current company, but it was some random. Nearly. Yeah, it was just a random company. I was like, yeah, I'm not into that.
29 frags, not bad.
White Abaddon says, while Inferno's Fall had good character and I did have fun with it, the way the pathogen used was confusing and the tie-in with the EU was lackluster. Shit was wasted in that book. So my only real complaint about Inferno's Fall is the pathogen. But the rest of it was so damn strong that I just didn't care. I genuinely think it's some of the best character and world building that's gone on in any of Titan's Alien books. And possibly even some of the books in general. But the pathogen's always going to be, I think, one of those things that just isn't going to be something where there's a universal way that it's handled that people will like it and accept it. For me, Inferno's Fall, yeah, it was a step back in a direction I did not like, where it just did whatever.
With this thing.
I don't think you'll ever like it, Adam.
The black goo? No, probably
yeah.
not. Oh.
And Ship, yeah. I would like to see her in more stuff. I would really like to see more of Olivia, because she has very much been wasted in Fireteam, and because we didn't get the Threat Rising comic, you know, we didn't really get to see more of her planned out. So I hope there's some good stuff in Enemy of My Enemy. Mattel makes Halo toys now, White Abaddon says.
I don't know if that's accurate. I think it might be a different company.
Schwip says, I love my Movie Maniacs AVP figures from the 2000s. Yeah, that was, what was that? Movie Maniacs 5 was that two box they did.
Oh,
but
yeah.
They did that special box, yeah.
For 5, and then 6
and then
was
6
all Alien and Predators.
Yeah.
When we heard
and then
about
they
that.
had their own. Then they had their own Alien and Predator lines. I don't have any of my McFarlanes left anymore. I don't think. I might have some of the AVP dioramas they did, but yeah, mine all got damaged and thrown away.
Oh, I still got most of mine.
Mike says NECA is bad, but McFarlane's is incredibly looked down upon by collectors lately. McFarlane loves doing side eyes on their sculpts and making their figures look nervous as heck. Or they have a baked-in pose with weird articulation around it. NECA is only slightly above McFarlane's lately.
Well, it's a shame because NECA finally seem to be hitting their stride in terms of quality control, because they've had a load of quality control issues throughout the years themselves. But I was super impressed with the Aliens Fireteam Elite figures from them. It'll be interesting to see how Feral turns out, because that one's going to be quite the popular one. I don't deny McFarlane could use some improvements, but it's been nice to see them get back in the 7-inch scale. I think the Avatar figures have been pretty cool, the ones that I've checked out. So we'll see. I know their Spawn figures still look great. That's kind of like their main thing.
I bet they get extra love and care though, don't they?
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't think we'd ever see Hasbro do it. It's an interesting question. I would like to see SH Monster Arts bring it back, because I think that they've grown as a company since when they did the first, their original iterations of Aliens and Predators.
Hasbro. Did you say? Oh no, you said SH Arts, yeah. Hasbro is who does the Star Wars, and yeah, I'd hate to see Hasbro take it on either. I hate their Star Wars figures. Remind me again, which is the company you're waiting on at the minute? Mezco, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mezco has their premium, the 112 figures. Why am I shooting a Predator?
You'll have to let me know when they actually show up.
I was thinking of just tweeting at them, like, hey guys, are these ever coming out? I cannot hit you with that spear gun, man. Yeah, we're getting
I've ended up buying a few of the Lanard ones lately.
Yeah, I never got any of those. I got them as a gift for my friend's daughter because she's actually really into Alien, and I thought it was pretty fun, so I got her some of those.
Oh, Schwips joined us.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago, dude.
Yeah. The missus got me a glow in the dark, and one of the Lanard ones. She spoiled a Christmas surprise she got me. She got me one of the big Predators. Mikey says, I strongly dislike NECA, but can call out when they do well, and they did so in their latest. But McFarlane's gets literally made fun of by the toy community these days. As he says, action figure bros are pretty toxic. Mike says NECA fanboys are the worst. Nowhere Kirkpatrick says we need a VR version of this multiplayer. It would be amazing. Despite the fact that we know nothing about it, I am so excited for the VR game purely because it's a VR Alien game, and this franchise has needed built for VR from the ground up game for a little while, I think, because I think it suits it so well, and isolation in VR is fantastic. And just think of something actually designed for the format from concept. I really wish they'd hurry up and give us some more news about those stuff.
Yeah, as do I. But it's nice to know we're getting 2 Alien games coming.
It was a huge surprise, an absolute huge surprise that it was even happening. I think we're all kind of worried things would slow down, but it's maintained a good speed, I think.
Jeez, I am not doing good as the Predator here.
White Abaddon says Hasbro lost the rights to Jurassic World because their toys were so crap.
Yep.
And Mattel got it. Definitely don't want them to do Alien. Mikey says I got the blue Lanard Predator and loved it. Oh, does it glow well, Hicks? I haven't actually tried it, to be honest. It's just sort of up on my shelf. I don't tend to be in here very late. I try and maintain a reasonable bed schedule now that I'm an old man. I'd probably get a hell of a lot more done if I did stay up later. Lucy says EU VR. I have really been enjoying some of the VR stuff. I don't really use it very often, but that's because there's not much I'm interested in. But an alien one, yeah, I'm interested in that. You have a VR rig, don't you?
I do, yeah. I have the first generation Oculus Rift. I don't know if it's the LAN in this server, or the lag in the server, or what, but I cannot seem to hit anything with the spear gun. Or maybe I just suck.
Maybe you're just not a good enough Predator main with it. Oh, I finally get to play Heart of Darkness on Thursday. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, let me know what you think of it. You playing with Chris?
Yeah, we've been playing one of these game clubs lately. Well, I haven't been for a little while, and we were playing Nemesis last time we went. But yeah, man, I've been so looking forward to it. Now it says, just think about it. You could have deathmatch, team deathmatch, skirmish, species campaign. Take you back to 1998. I don't think this was out in 1998, if I remember rightly.
2002.
20, yeah.
Or 2001, maybe.
Whip agrees with you. There's definitely some lag. I got shot at by a ghost smart gun that only appeared after I died.
Oh, you meant Squip was in the server. I see.
Yeah. Well, pings aren't. Oh, your pings are a lot bigger than ours, but not terrible.
Yeah. Oh.
Whose server is it? The Gravel Pit. It's an EU server. Yeah, it might just be natural latency. Yeah. Schwip got me hiding in the shadows like a coward. Come on, Schwip. Ah! Do you use side quest? Asks Noah. I do not understand the reference. Do you know what he's talking about?
Mm-mm. I'm just gonna see if there's any other active servers real quick.
We've got to go to an American one. Lucy says, say what you will about Hasbro, but their Black Series and Marvel likenesses kick the heck out of NECA's faces. I've never liked the human NECA stuff, to be honest. I have Hudson, David, because I thought David actually looked really good, and the Kenner, Ripley, and Kane. And Kane, you know, has his face hidden away.
Yeah, NECA's had plenty of lazy-eyed figures as well.
Oh, I think no. Side quest must be some sort of VR thing. Have you backed out?
No, I'm back in.
Okay. Was there no servers?
There was one, but it was the same ping. It was Survivor.
Was there many people in it?
Just
It'd be nice
4.
to have a little change up. Oh.
So there would be 6 if we joined.
Schwip, do you want to follow us to a Survivor? Survivor and evac were always the best as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, I love evac. I'll just get destroyed on
Evac
this
complete.
one. Okay, my
Evac
ping
complete.
is 148, so it's not... Yeah, it still kind of sucks. Yeah, it's probably just because it's an EU server. Where are them unknown
Like-
servers at? Those SG servers at? Oh.
Alex Monster says NECA has new face sculpting tech since those figures and have improved their faces since, but still not perfect. Come on, Schwip's up for it. Let's go play some Survivor.
Alright, let's do it.
Oh wait, no, it's not Survivor. That was TDM.
Oh,
With the 4 people in.
There's a survivor that I'm seeing. I mean, you can look on the
I'm
stream
not
in
seeing
a second.
Survivor. Oh, now I see a Survivor. Okay. DM? Okay, I'm joining.
Disconnected. Some game resources are missing. Damn it!
What's the map? What, DM hallways?
Yeah, well.
I do not know what that map is.
We are condemned to the TDM, Aaron.
It's from the custom map pack. Thought I had that installed. Oh, maybe not. I don't recognise all those maps. Yeah, it's the custom map pack. We probably ought to get those.
We could just do a 1v1.
Oh, God, no.
1v1 me, bro?
No. That'd be so boring. You'd just be kicking my ass all the time.
Alright, back to this cluster of a server then.
Or is there an evac service? Do we try and start something?
Oh, we'd be
With
the
the
only
three
ones
of
in
us.
there. We could do that.
Yeah.
If you want to get into evac, I'm always down for evac.
What we got?
Oh, there's Hadley's Hope evac, SG2. Try that.
Oh, that's at least. Oh, wait, have I played this one? I know there's one SUK map that I just hate because it's just such a bottleneck. Well, I don't think I've played this, actually.
Oh, it says MedLab. That's kind of cool.
There's a no-name in... Oh, yeah, we have to hit a minimum number, don't we? I forgot about that. Who's the no-name? Schwip, come join us.
I'm the no-name.
Oh, okay. What minimum do we need? This is one of those ones where we should have a game night going.
Yeah. We need to just schedule one. Blast it out on the socials. This is a nice little recreation of Hadley's Hope, though.
You and Free Fly.
Yeah. Oh, here's the elevator, too.
Yeah. I always wanted to learn to do the custom stuff. I did try, but it was all archived tutorials with missing images missing that made it quite hard to do. Because I always wanted to do a Rodina custom map.
Remind me. Was that the station from
Gibson's? Yeah.
That's right.
I wanted to do like a little campaign based on that. I just couldn't. I couldn't get on with the tutorials.
Do we need more than 3?
Probably. Joe, come join us. We're in an evac map, waiting for people.
Yeah, MedLab looks good.
Trying to get something going with the facehugger on the table as well. That's a nice That's a nice pet you got there, Bishop.
Magnificent, isn't it?
Schwip says, I made a real bad level back in the day when I was really into it. Did you used to do some mapping then, Schwip? How long till we get bored? Go back.
Yeah.
I forgot there would be a player limit.
Well, at least we got to see some of Hadley's Hope. It's a smaller map than I was expecting. Like, it's really just MedLab, Ops, a couple hallways. elevator, and then the vents.
Server information though was there. Okay. It doesn't tell us how many people we need.
Okay.
Oh, Schwip, do not mention that name on this channel. Yeah, I'll be back on this. Yeah, Glow used to do really cool skins and content for AVP2 until he turned into a raging bellend on YouTube.
We have the Gravel Pit server. Looks like it has slightly lower ping. Still a EU server.
That's a different map. We can give that one a go for some variety.
Survivor's working now. Oh no, some game resources are missing.
No, I think you need to install the custom, the big custom map pack from that for that.
Pretty sure I did. Let's see.
I've joined the other one, the Gravel Pit.
Okay.
White Baden says, "What happened with Asingler?" He just became one of those very toxic, steely content kind of people on YouTube. Oh, no, it's back to this bloody map now.
Am I still no name? Yeah, I have to change it in the options menu.
Oh, is everybody a bloody... There we go.
There we go.
I actually preferred playing the Alien in 2010.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed all three species in that game. I thought they were all handled really well. I thought the focus
jumping... felt a lot more
jumping...
fluid, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, focus jumping could have used a bit more work on the Predator side of things, but it still worked.
It's a lot... I found it a lot less disorientating.
I guess I'll change class here. Be an alien. Squip says, I remember stumbling down the hole of Sloth's Hive back in the day and lost my innocence.
Yeah, that's how I learned a lot of things as a child. A sweet, innocent teenager. But she was a damn good artist.
She was, yeah.
You remember all the alien names?
A lot of S's, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, them death screams in this game.
Oh man, I stumbled across that stop motion that I cobbled together at college. That used all the sound effects from Alien, from this game in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's hilariously bad.
Oh, you have to.
Don't leave your projects until the last minute, guys. It's just not good.
It doesn't seem like this server is too active.
We're gonna have to go back to the big one, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's just there's only normally one active server, which, don't get me wrong, is fine.
It's a miracle that we have that after 20 years. But...
Joe says the Alien campaign in... Ooh, it's a different map now, though.
That's good.
This was the demo map, if I remember rightly. I always had a soft spot for this one. Joe says the Alien campaign in 2010 was fun, but way too short. Yes, yeah. It was the shortest in,
they needed
2010.
Another mission on the ship, because you didn't really get to explore any spaceships in that game, and we see the cutscene on the ship at the end. It would have been the perfect opportunity for a final mission for 6.
Yeah.
But I just don't think they had the resources they needed for that game. Sega didn't give it to them.
Oh, they were a very late acquisition. Let's try and get this out kind of thing. Was 2010.
Script says, "Did you try the AVP2 co-op patch yet? We've tried it. We still haven't gotten it working. We wanted to do that today. It feels
Yeah,
like
we
we're
can't
getting
connect
close.
with each other.
Yeah. I mean, we got
Like,
a server going and active, but we just couldn't see each other, couldn't join each other.
I did open my ports, like it said, but yeah, I'm just not showing up in the server list. Have you got it working, Schwip? And Joe also says the Predator campaign in 2010 is so much fun. He would love to see a Predator game in that style. Yeah, I'm a bit all over that too. But I think for Predator, it's just one of those ones where I'm just like, until I get that proper GTA style Predator game, that's the one that I want. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like Concrete Jungle, but it could have been so much more.
Oh, come on.
In all honesty, I can't even remember if I finished it. Because I got so angry when the aliens showed up in the game, I don't know if I ever made it past that point. Keep your goddamn aliens out of my Predator game. Okay. Where are you?
You got predatored.
I did. Oh, what's this plan about? Yeah, Joe says, too bad Concrete Jungle wasn't GTA style. Well, that was what it was originally intended to be, but alas.
You get go.
One day we'll get that proper open world Predator game. Sure of it. We just have to keep tweeting.
Night dive? Or
No.
not Night dive. That's the
Ken.
remaster one.
We just have to keep tweeting Ken. That's the way it works with corporations, isn't it? You just tweet them until they get bored of you, give you what they want. Jet Lags EV says, Aaron, I'm at Liverpool Comic Con next weekend. If I see the alien egg cushion for sale, do you want me to grab you one? Oh, wasn't that somebody on Twitter? Oh, what was her name? Oh, this is where my ability to remember names is really gonna fuck me over. Sarah, it was Sarah, wasn't it? Are you Sarah, Jet Lags? Joe says, has there been any tie-in games or novels to the Concrete Jungle video game? No, it exists on its own. I don't think anything else has referenced it. Yes, it is Sarah. If you do see that pillow, get me one. I would very much appreciate it.
Yeah, just the NECA toys. That's been the only tie-in with Concrete Jungle.
That's one of the ones I have as well. I do have Scarface. Didn't get was it Stoneheart?
Yeah, that just came out actually. I was surprised they did another one from Concrete Jungle, given how long it's been since they did Scarface.
I don't like people confusing me with all these different names. It's not fair to me. Sorry about that, Sarah. And Mike Leonardo Jr. says, what's up, boys?
Hello. Oh no, I got sniped.
There's a beautiful moon up in the sky, or a planet, I can't tell. Several of them. On this lesser fate.
Oh yeah.
Mike Leonardo says, when we're playing some bug hunt. Weren't you supposed to be trying to sort out that?
What?
Organising a Colonial Marines Day.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get on that. Holidays, right? Holidays work for everybody? Which one of you which one of you in the chat which ones of you in the chat would be willing to join us for a game night if we did some it would have to be on PC, but if we did some either AVP2 or Colonial Marines or 2010. Let us know.
We did used to have a lot of fun on the... I mean, to be fair, we could probably do them on stream night. If we organised them for it. I say stream night. Stream night for me. Stream midday for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still a little laggy.
There's some interest, you know. Mike De Leonardo says down for a PC night or day.
Joe is
White
down
Abaddon says the join for
2010.
ACM. Joe's 2010.
Joe, do you have ACM or no?
Adam Cheney says 2010 sucks because you can't even crouch. There is only one point in that game where I even missed crouch, and that was when you were fighting the androids. Sarah says, I'm assuming you've got the Nerf gun. What do you think? And are you getting it repainted? We both have the Nerf gun, don't we?
I still need to open it. I'm doing a little unboxing video.
You mean you haven't opened it yet?
Nope, it's sitting on my couch.
Oh man, I couldn't help it. I opened it straight away. I love it. I'm leaving it with the Nerf paint job because there's a certain charm to it, I feel. And I have my airsoft one anyway, so that's kind of like my slightly more realistic one.
Likewise, yeah.
Then you have, don't you have two? Don't you have a black one?
Yeah, I have a black one, I have a green one. They're both Evike Matrix ones. Same ones you have, I think. But you modded yours
I think
out.
the Evike, I think the Evike stuff is just the same brand I have, but relabeled. As mine is Snow Wolf.
Yeah, that is the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had mine gutted. I've barely been airsofting all year. I hate it. I've hit that point in my life where my friends are all either married with kids or just don't want to go out.
It sucks, doesn't it?
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking hate it. Like, I just want to have fun. I want to go play. I'm still 18 in my head. Come move over here and we'll go airsofting together.
Mike DeLeonardo Jr. says, I tried finding a server for 2010 and I can't get one. Usually there's at least one going. That's surprising to me. On a weekend there wouldn't be any.
Sarah says she's tempted to get hers repainted. The yellow is so bright. I might feel different if I buy the Reebok Battle Pack trainers. Are those one of the repaints? Reebok really did get some mileage out of the Bug Stompers.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of regretted not getting a pair of those.
Did you not get any at all?
Mm-mm. Did you get one?
Yeah, I didn't get any of the repaints, but I did get a pair of the Bug Stompers. But they're like half a size too small for me. So they're a bit uncomfortable to wear, so I can't say I've worn them more than about twice. Which sucks because I know there's people out there who like will buy those kind of things to just keep in storage, but I will always wear those kind of things. White Baden says, problem I have with 2010 is I can't join servers. I'm stuck as the leader of a group. You need to go into the server browser. Change the match type that you're looking at. I think it's dedicated internet is what you want to search for. Mike says, whenever you boys are ready for ACM bug hunt, send out a notification I'm in. Might need to start using the YouTube posty bit, community bit to try and get people for that kind of thing, Adam.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we could just blast it out on our social media channels. Just be like, hey, any open slots, we're going to be playing this day. We'll have an open server. However many come, you know, feel free to join us.
Sarah says the battle pack is the double pair. One is yellow like the power loader, and one is black like the alien. I already have the bug stompers and the bishop stompers. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. The power loader ones looked cool. Didn't like the jet black ones, I must be honest. And the bishop ones are the non-high tops, aren't they? I did kind of like the Clone and Marines sort of olive ones they did. I was tempted by those.
Well, it's weird. They have a current one now that's a Jurassic World shoe, but it's the Bug Stomper. Like, it's black and it says, like, the InGen Labs or whatever, but it's a Bug Stomper.
This is Reebok.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they're getting mileage. They're getting mileage. To be fair, if they didn't make them so limited, they'd probably make some bank on those.
Yeah, they would.
But I bet there's some stupid license thing where they're not allowed to do so much.
And I used to be a master with the disc. Now I can't seem to hit anybody.
It flies itself, Adam. Oh. You laugh, Mike, but so Mike DeLeonardo says, how about a stream of AVP on the SNES?
We did do that.
Aye.
But we can do it again. I'm gonna get you.
I'd love the. Sarah says, I'd love the Ripley high tops, but they're expensive. Yeah, I think I got one of the re-releases 2-3 years ago. I can't remember when they did it, but I was up late at night waiting for them to drop so I could buy them straight away, and it did cost me a pretty penny. Oh,
there we go. Finally.
That's not fair.
Squip's getting me.
And Sizzy says, yeah, it's planned rarity for the boots. It's stupid. They should just make them mass market. Mike says, did you guys? I'd love to check it out. Brings me back to my childhood. I remember that game being insanely hard. You completed it, didn't you, on the stream? If I remember rightly.
The Capcom arcade?
No, the Did we have an arcade game where we played the SNES and the
Yeah, and the
arcade?
Capcom one.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished the Aliens arcade and the AVP Capcom arcade, but we didn't get too far in the AVP SNES one. Well, I don't know how long the game is, so.
Oh, good God. Sarah says, I think I saw them going for 3K. I definitely did not pay 3K for mine. And Caleb's joined us. Hey guys, a bit late, but glad I can still catch some of the stream.
Welcome.
Welcome. It's about goddamn time. And Sarah has the Reebok Jurassic Park Omni Pumps. They look like they'd be for a 14-year-old though. Is that just because you got small feet, or is that just what the shoes look like?
Oh, that's right. With the Predator, you gotta recharge your energy with this little
The energy
portable
sift.
generator, or energy sift. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, in this game. Suck it.
Damn.
And so can your friend.
I'm just no good as the Predator, man. Gotcha.
Have you ever seen a cool pair of custom, like Converse-y kind of things when it comes to Alien and Predator? I've seen some cool ones at some random conventions, but never quite cool enough for me to pick up. But I would so love a pair of custom Converse.
That was funny though when Bennett Taylor, when we were interviewing him, and he was like, "You guys just keep your collections under control. Don't get too crazy with it." They were like good advice.
Bless him. That was a good interview. I enjoyed
Yeah.
speaking to him. Mike says AVP2 isn't on stream. Where did you guys purchase it? So if you Google AVP2 all in one, it's kind of abandonware is what it's considered these days. And there's a download where you can get like all the patches and fixes, so you can still play it online and everything. And Caleb says, I always loved the spear gun in this. It might be my favourite version of it. Yeah, I think I would agree with you there. I thought Cold War's take on it was interesting, with it being the other end of the spear. I'm not massively keen on Concrete Jungle's take on it. So it feels a little bit like the Needler. And the Crossbolt's kind of okay, but it's not my favourite looking Predator weapon, and it's definitely not my favourite version of the spear gun.
You mean the bolt gun?
Oh, yeah, I know, but functionally it's a spear gun.
That's true.
Mike says, thanks for the response, you guys are awesome. Well,
Oh,
that depends
thank you.
entirely on who you ask, but I will very happily take the compliment from you, thank you. Sizzy agrees, she loves the spear gun in this game. Whip says, I still have my old AVP2 Primal Hunt box set. Good lord. Tell me you're old without telling me.
Is that the gold edition? Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, where it was two individual. No, the way to really tell me you're old is to tell me you have the big box version of AVP2.
Or AVP 1 gold edition.
Oh yeah. I never had a big box version of that. I had a DVD case one that I brought when I was fairly young, but I think my dad had the big box version. Caleb says, yeah, Concrete Jungles was quite bulky. They reused that same design in the Legendary Encounters Predator game too. Don't remember that one. I will take your word for it. As much as I love the engine, I played the Alien one a hell of a lot more than I played the Predator one. Mike says, if you guys had to guess, how far are we from some new news for the series and the movie?
I think we're closer to the movie, and I think you'd agree with me on that, Aaron.
Yes, I do agree. I think there is a movie announcement not far in the future. Schwip says, wait, what's the big box version? The one in the cardboard box? Yes, that's the big box version. Caleb says, I've still got the boxes for AVP and AVP2, but only of the original releases. So those would be the big ones, wouldn't they, Caleb?
Where is everybody?
There's still plenty of people. It's because everybody's a Predator. They're all cloaked.
I'm hiding in wait here.
Say again?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Is this because you're following me somewhere? It's like City Hunter stalking Harrigan.
Oh, look at the chat. Nice to have the AVP gang playing with us. Well, thank you. It's nice to
Nice to be killed by you all.
Nice to be destroyed by you all.
I'm not used to people being nice. People being nice on the internet. This is strange. Caleb says, oh yeah, I thought there was like some AVP 2 and Primal Hunt
Oh.
version 2 or something. No, I think the only 2-pack they did was the DVD boxes. I might be wrong, but that's just my memories.
Oh, shit. Chargy boy got me.
Starra says, I don't know how you play this, it's so stressful.
Oh, we played it to de-stress back in the day.
God, so much of my teenage years on this game. Caleb says, I also did love the orangey look of the weapons in this. It was very Predator 2 looking. Yeah, and some of I mean, maybe not so much in this game, but in Primal Hunt, when you then got like the Predator base and stuff, it was nice to see it taking a lot more inspiration from Predator 2 and having that aesthetic, because I think that was a very unique look for the Predators that, you know, it was to the franchise's detriment to drop. Yeah, that was kind of an interesting thing in the PSP game, was where they tried to blend the AVP and the Predator 2 aesthetic in the crash ship, if you remember.
Right, yeah, and in the base in Primal Hunt as well, right?
Yeah. Well, I was saying the base in Primal Hunt was more Predator 2 than anything, but
Yeah.
because that was pre AVP, I think. I think that was 2003. Although I did actually quite like the Predator ships in Classic, and the very weird sort of insect design that they had in Area 52.
Yeah, as did I. I love the, yeah, like you were saying, the one ship with the dual engines. Was really cool looking.
And even that campaign used to get me. The playing through the alien missions as the Predator. I think it's why I like Isolation so much, you know, is it genuinely recaptures the fear that that these games kind of had back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, AVP2 never really scared me, but Classic did, and Trilogy did, and to actually go back to that genuine fear was brilliant. Caleb says, yeah, the AVP movies and the Predator should have kept it. It's such a unique look that, yeah, it was so bad they dropped it.
All right,
It really stood out against a lot of the other stuff.
I need to be a Marine again. I need more practice with the Predator. I feel like in almost every AVP PvP game that the Predator is the hardest to get good with.
You reckon there's a high learning curve?
I mean, I don't think any of them have a high learning curve, but I'd definitely say it's higher than the Alien and the Marine. Marine's the easiest, of course, because it's just your typical FPS, you know?
Yeah. Sarah says, do you guys think it's possible to do a standalone Alien film in the same vein as Prey?
Oh,
I think that's what Feddy's thing's going to be.
I think that would be
I fully
ideal at
expect
this point.
Feddy's thing to be something that it stands on its own. Because they very much do seem proof of concept return to basics. Well, I mean, we don't know that about Feddy's thing, but that's kind of what we envision, isn't it? It's what I hope.
Ah.
Are you planning on picking up the new original years?
Oh yeah, of course.
Have you got the other two?
Yeah.
Okay.
The third one is probably the first time I'm gonna do the regular cover as opposed to the direct market.
Who? Oh, it was the alien cover for number 2, wasn't it?
Which I liked. Thought that was
I
cool.
wasn't massively keen on that one.
I know it's weird and different, but I thought it was cool.
Gary Walker says, wish they could remaster the AVP Games trilogy. I mean, the bright side is, I think there's a certain charm to them for their age. And, you know, AVP Classic's so accessible now thanks to Steam. AVP 2, you can get the all-in-one. And 2010's, of course, still accessible. And holds up really well, I think. Do you think 2010 holds up?
Oh yeah, especially on PC. That game was ahead of its time in a lot of its graphics settings. I think it came out right when, was it DX11 first came out?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
And they had that that cool little benchmark test you could do with it.
Yeah.
But I agree. I think all 3 games could see a remaster and re-release, but that's just because I'm a rabid fan, and you know, the companies might have a different opinion as to. I have no doubt AVP 2 would do well. You have Night Dive Studios remaster AVP 2 and put that out there. That would do really well on Steam on the PC market. And even on consoles, if you were to find a way to put it on consoles. They did the same thing with Quake. Like, they remastered the original Quake and put it on consoles, I think last year.
Yeah, I brought it on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. How did it run?
Didn't play much of it. I mean, it played fine, but I didn't really play much of it. I was never really a original Quake boy growing up. For me, it was Doom and Duke Nukem, and then Quake 2.
Oh.
I missed the original Unreal as well.
Oh yeah, I didn't really get into Unreal until 2003.
It was around tournament time, wasn't it?
Well, Unreal Tournament was. Oh no, you're right. There was Unreal, and then there was Unreal Tournament.
Yes.
Unreal.
The original Unreal was a single player.
That's right. Yeah.
Ship crashes, shoots alien kind of thing. From what I remember, my dad playing it.
I was never a big fan of that one.
It's just never one I really played. I don't know why. Of course, everybody played Unreal Tournament and Championship and all that. Sarah says, if they went heavy on the DNA reflex, I'd be so on board. Don't go full Kenner, but I would like to see. I'd like to see more of it make its way on screen. Yeah.
Caleb's like, no, go full Kenner.
Yeah, I'm. You don't go full Kenner, and Caleb's like, yeah, just do anything. But, well, Caleb is agreeing it is an underutilized concept in the films. And Sarah's playing with a short story at the minute that involves werewolves and aliens. Ridiculous but fun.
I am much better with the Marine sniper rifle than I am with the Predator's weaponry, at least today. I remember I used to be pretty good with Predator. But Marine and Xenomorph, I think I always played more in this game.
Galen says he loved the original Quake shareware more than the full release, but always preferred Duke Nukem 3. Yeah, I used to play a lot of Duke Nukem 3 as a kid. Entirely inappropriate, but... I don't remember ever finishing it. Certainly finished it on the Game Boy Advance version.
Oof.
And Kenna says, yeah. Kenna. Caleb says, yeah, go full Kenna. Flying alien, crab, queen, scorpion, swimming, giant crocodile facehuggers. Alright, well, I know we never want to recommend Caleb for any Fox work.
But what if it was like in the context of like, what if they went forward and did an Operation Aliens finally, something along those lines?
If it was in the context of Operation Aliens, then yeah, I'd be all aboard that. I wish somebody'd find that bloody tape VHS somewhere with those adverts on them. Somebody's got them, I know it. That's not funny, chat. Kenneth says go full Kalen. Don't bully me. I'm trying to read while playing the game here. It's hard work.
Oh, that's you. Sorry. Alright, fourth place. I gotta step it up. I don't know if I'll catch up to Time to Cry, though.
Chainlead really wants some people to come play Survivor. Caleb says it's probably on the same shelf as the AVP anime. Yeah, that's a crime as well. Crime against humanity. That needs to make its way out somehow. Maybe we need a Ryan Reynolds leak in Deadpool kind of situation.
Antonio
Ventura. You go ahead.
Antonio Ventura says, I replayed this game so much throughout my life, I was a beast in the PvP. Nice. I'm telling you, this game would do well. Could make a comeback.
I have no doubt. I don't disagree. I'm a realistic expectations kind of guy.
I am excited for GoldenEye to finally be getting that re-release, just to be able to play that in 4K on my Xbox.
That was one I never played.
Oh, you were never big into the GoldenEye multiplayer thing on 64?
Well, no. On the 64, the only games I had was Pokemon Stadium. And Pod Race, and Star Wars Pod Race. I think it was one of the only games I had on the
GoldenEye was my first competitive FPS game ever, I think.
I'm not really into Bond either, to be fair, so... Kind of like some of the Daniel Craig ones, but...
I mean, I was not big into Bond when I was that young either. It was just a fun game. Whoa. Can't see this predator. Caleb says, I loved GoldenEye. I played it so much back in the day. Ooh.
Time to Cry's mopping up. So are you, to be fair. No, not quite as, but yeah, not quite as much as. Joe says Perfect Dark was excellent.
I still need to play that one because they did a remastered version on Xbox.
Sarah says, haven't been able to listen to your latest podcast episode yet as I'm halfway through Inferno. Better than Colony War at least. Colony War was genuinely offensive to me. It was such a bad book. But Infernos I genuinely enjoyed. Just have the issues with the... Just the issue with the pathogen. So I just read Sarah's next comment then. They should have called it Colony because there was sod all war in it. They should have just cancelled it is what they should have done. Fucking awful book. Joe says, I also need to read Inferno before I listen to your podcast on it. Yeah, that's fair. We do encourage that. And we've got our next one in the bag and being edited. And we're recording our next one next week.
Yep. I'm glad we all liked Inferno's Fall, because I know Clara probably would have been sad if we didn't.
Well, I would have been really sad if I didn't as well. It would have been very awkward. But to be fair, it's also why I try not make contact with authors before reading the books.
Because you only want to talk to him if you like it, right?
Yeah, I will only reach out to the authors if I like the books.
It's like, remember when we were setting it up with Fred Decker for the Predator? It just didn't happen, because it's like, well, what are we going to ask? Like, how did y'all fuck up this badly?
Yeah. Well, I also feel it sort of compromises what you can talk about. I know you would hope it doesn't, but I think it does. I think we've seen other shows where this happens. So yeah, I try not to. Yeah, that's why I haven't reached out to like Kev or anything until it's done. Kev Walker until Predator's done, and I know what I think. But to be fair, I am generally enjoying the Predator run. I will say. Joe says, I'm a fan of Clara, so I'm looking forward to the book. I do hope Philippa comes back, though. I really enjoyed her style, and like I said before, I think it's some of the best world building and character building in the franchise, so I would love to see Philippa come back. Despite your warnings, I just finished Echo. We liked Echo! Aside from the horny teenager stuff. I take that to mean you weren't keen on Echo then, Sarah.
I quite liked Echo. I'm like, when's the next Alien young adult book coming?
Oh yeah, it was reasonably very gory. It was just the love story aspect of it that was a bit bleh. But then again, I don't remember exactly how bad I was as a teen. Whether I'd be thinking about those oil tasting lips, I think was the the line that frequently came up. Something to that effect, weren't it? Got your Schwip. Though I was struggling to read Halo's young adult book, I will say that.
They came out with a young adult book?
They did too. I just don't know if I was in the mood.
Whew.
Sarah says the narrative around what characters was thinking was so repetitive. True to teenager maybe, but it was boring. Yeah, I don't think I was ever bored of Echo. I think it was just the romance stuff that I found super distracting and unnecessary. Well, I'm sorry to hear you didn't like that one.
Alright, Aaron, go Alien.
Yeah, I am doing.
Finally. And Script got me again.
Oh, Schwip got me.
He got me too. He's also good with that sniper rifle.
Ah, but I got a tail. Oh no, somebody else managed to get him. That was my kill. Schwip was mine.
Or that's Time to Cry. Time to Cry is Dunya sniper.
I always loved the pheromone vision in this. You know, we need to check that fan-made remake of the Jag version. See if you got any further.
Yeah, we do, because that was looking great.
And I did try the multiplayer component with Chevy, and it worked pretty well. He built a co-op version into that as well.
See, that's a game night we'd have to do, but it'd be difficult. We'd have to like do a post about it. Here's the instructions on how to do this.
Yeah.
On how to install this, and do a AVP Jaguar game night. Oh, can you imagine? That'd be so nuts.
I did struggle a little bit with that one. Old maze-like games are ridiculous.
Yeah.
That would be a nightmare to do a video of. Just because there was so much walking back and forth.
I remember that fan film they did, Alien 5.
With the
toys.
background from Doom, yeah.
Well, it wasn't Doom, it was AVP.
It was a video maker. Oh, it was a video maker, I remember this.
Well, they used...
Like a game maker.
They used the Jaguar AVP to, like, go through the hallways and stuff.
No, I don't think it was AVP. I'm sure it was this
was.
custom thing. But I did love that film. I know what you're on about. The Probot Productions one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Back when that was a thing.
We gotta see if we can find that. Put that on the repository.
It's still on YouTube. I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Yeah, we gotta put that on the repository.
And I remember when Alien 5 Squared came out, when they released the sequel, I spent an entire day downloading that in parts. Because I was on my 2-hour dial-up connection.
The old days of the internet.
And it literally took me 2 hours to download each part of it, and I think there was like four parts. Don't you just miss all the fan films and stuff like that as well?
Yeah. I might actually be making one here soon. Things are ramping up with that on my end.
Oh, very nice.
The group I've been doing some movies with, Witching Season, they seem totally down now, and there's finally a space in their schedule. So we're actually going to do a screen test soon.
You're aiming at the sort of sci-fi places that we talked about.
You mean like little festivals, like little sci-fi festivals or something?
No, I mean the locations.
I'm not sure. See, that's one thing we haven't yet decided on is first of all, if we're doing, it's either going to be an Alien fan film or an AVP fan film. AVP fan film would obviously be more difficult. But Alien fan film kind of as well, because Alien fan film, typically it's expected to be in the future. And AVP, yes, that is expected to be in the future as well, but you could make it
I feel like you're going to make a AVPR sidequel here, I think is what's going to happen.
That's funny you should say that. That is one of the ideas, actually.
Because
there's so many
there's
so many towns here that look just like Gunnison that we could totally do a AVPR sidequel. But
you fucking disgust me. He says with love.
Soken says it's so awesome to see this game still running. This was my childhood. I think this was a lot of our childhoods. If you count early to mid-teen years as childhood. Yeah, I do. I do.
Formative years is the way I like to think of it. Turning us into the little shits we'd become. The big shits we'd become, sorry. Joe says an AVP Phalanx fan
Yeah,
film.
I mean, they actually do film a lot of, like, fantasy stuff here in Utah where they're all, like, LARPing in their fantasy outfits, so that would be something. That wouldn't be too difficult to do, honestly. Just go to the woods, which we have plenty of woods around here, and, you know, you could do a side story of the what is it, the runners, they call them?
Yes. You know what? That'd be really fucking good, actually.
Set in Funnison, Colorado.
Oh, Caleb, you fucking comedian. Come here, Schwip. Oh, somebody else got you.
I'm not doing so good on this one. Neither are you. We both only have 8 frags.
Yeah, but we're not doing it for XPs or scores. It was the fun of games in the day. Are you near any like sandy duny places?
Sandy. Oh yeah. There's some sand dunes in Utah.
That could be something. It could be like a you know, another world colony. Or do a pitch black thing where it's a crash.
Oh, you're giving me ideas now. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Joe says I should do it. Lots of cool castles in the UK.
Yeah,
I would.
true that.
I would love to be able to get involved in
And a fan
something
film.
creative.
Did you ever think about it, like doing an alien fan film?
I wrote a few as a teen.
Yeah.
That never happened, but
I remember being so stoked for Seed, and it was...
oh, so bad.
It was... Well, the costumes and the location was really cool, but just the direction and the acting...
And the writing.
And the writing, and even... Well, no, the cinematography was alright, but the direction, the acting, and the writing were pretty terrible.
It was nothing more than a glorified effects reel for the costumes. I remember when that thing was announced as the Oucher Chronicles.
Script says, these grenades on my own team keep messing me up. Script's dirty corporate.
Dark Ages has probably been my favourite of the fan films.
Well, do you count the 40th anniversary shorts or no?
No, they're official.
Yeah, but they're still
official.
they were still small indie filmmaking groups. They had a small budget of 30K. Like it walks the line, right? That's true. I would agree with you.
Joe says, or an SG-1 fan film. The Ori had a lot of medieval settings. That's another franchise that I'm surprised didn't. Yeah, there weren't very many Stargate fan films. I remember SG Delta, where it was like the Delta Force. I think there was some French or German stuff.
Aren't they building a Stargate replica in like some beautiful mountain area right now? Yeah.
Yeah, they did a Atlantis version, and now they've taken it apart and putting together.
I'm sure they want Stargate fans Instagramming there or something.
You know, I did start writing a Stargate audio drama adaptation of my old virtual series I wrote, but just don't have the time, man. You know, there's a bunch of alien stuff, alien ideas I've got knocking around in my head, but I'm just too busy. Alien says Stargate versus Alien. Yeah, that'd be a good crossover. I'm surprised how much more open I am to crossovers now. I used to absolutely fucking hate them.
I'm still not a big fan. I mean, in comics it can be done right, I think. There were some cool Alien and Alien Predator crossovers.
The Batman stuff in particular was bro.
Yeah, and that fan film as well, Dead End. So I guess it depends if it's done right or not, but it's a fine line between it being cool and obnoxious. And I've seen, especially with a lot of fan art, it seems to get obnoxious. Oh man, people just leaving bombs around for me to spawn on. Oh, I'm last on the scoreboard. It's pathetic.
I do sort of lament that we didn't get Star Trek versus Aliens as well. Oh, that was so random. But I would have been all over that.
Oh yeah, me too.
Good old Ridley Scott. Zachary Rice, happy Sunday. Welcome.
Zachary, welcome back.
Although I think we will probably be calling it quits in a second. Well, a couple of minutes.
Yeah, at the end of this round, probably. Or match.
Good map to end it on, though. Ugh. That time to kill is really good. Caleb says that would have been interesting to see for sure. Yeah, it's such a random matchup. I'm just like, well, I don't really know what they do here. That might be one to sort of hit up the writer and see what they can tell you. Zachary says they were watching a bad football game.
I think the extent of my football watching is usually when, well, I guess Thanksgiving, if there's a family Thanksgiving thing and football's on, I'm just kind of casually watching it. Or if I happen to go to a Super Bowl event, but I've never been a big football guy. I do like MMA, though. I've been to some MMA, like, fight night house parties, and those are always fun.
Whip's leaving us. Gentlemen, this has been great. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Oh, thank you very much for playing with us, mate. Very much enjoyed it.
Yep, thanks, Squip.
And Zachary says, going to be watching the stream from the beginning. Well, enjoy.
Joe asks, which AVP game has the multiplayer map with the Nostromo ship in a cave? That would be AVP Classic 2000.
Indeed, where you played around the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb says, aliens infesting the Enterprise like the Borg did in First Contact would be cool. Yeah, that'd work. And Picard has to figure out the alien infestation from the temperature. Zachary says, be glad you're not a Browns fan. Yeah, I can't say I'm really into sports either. I've enjoyed the few games of ice hockey I've seen over here. And I'd like to go see more.
Yeah, because I have a friend who plays, and I've just gone to some like local games and stuff. And yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I'd very much like to see more of those, but the parking for events is terrible.
But soccer and tennis are like the biggest ones in the UK, right?
Football, definitely.
Football, yeah.
I don't know about football. Yeah, I don't know about tennis. But I tell you what, I did very much enjoy the Ryan Reynolds and the other guy documentary about them owning. Oh, I forgot the name of the town now. They brought a Welsh town football club whose name I can't remember, but I did really enjoy the documentary. That it was on Disney Plus. Wrexham, that was it. It was Wrexham.
Okay, now just out of curiosity.
Yeah, Sarah just said as well.
And
then Stephen. I'd already figured it out. I'd already got there.
Can I just host a game here? Oh, I don't want a password.
What are you trying to do?
Hosting games inside AVP2 is no longer supported due to massive changes in the client-server protocol. Do you wish to host a dedicated server instead? Sure. Okay. Oh, whoops.
Which do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Okay, folks. I think that's it for us. We must be going. Thanks for joining us. Good to have y'all on.